one day, on a normal day of work, you know, I'm cutting a board on the table saw, and out of nowhere, I feel this nick on my hand, and it's the adrenaline rush, so you don't really know what's going on. I then look at my hand and I see my index finger and my middle finger dangling, and I'm like, oh no, like what am I gonna do? So then soon after that, I'm at Plastic in Hand.
First impression was a photo from Andrew before I even got the dressings off of, you want to see what it looked like? And I'm like, yeah, sure, please. Let's get the backstory a little bit. Okay, done. Wow, we got some work.
Yeah.
Took the dressings off and instantly was, okay, this looks 10 times better than I expected based on that photo, and probably about 5 times better than the operative note looked. So initially, we got a lot of work ahead of us, but we're, I think, ahead. And each session there, I'm gaining this person's trust, similarly to, I'm sure he's trying to accept the trust that I'm giving him of, oh my gosh, I don't have fingers that are attached, and this person is pushing my finger to stretch it. And then telling me, I know that your tendon was just repaired a week ago and your bone is broken, but we have to try to move it.
Yeah. No,
And
100%. And the motivation that he gave me is just like, if I want to be able to get back to my manual labor job and, be myself again, you got to push yourself. And he pushed me. And I that's the one thing that I like the most is that he pushed me to, you know, this is what's going to happen. This is what you need to do. And, I went with it. I trusted him.
at least know, like, okay, this is a big deal, a big injury. I'm sad, I'm scared, it hurts, but that person, me as a therapist then at that point, is going to get me there.
I mean, each week I just felt like I was just gaining, more progress because I was, every appointment he would, send me home with a different task. And I would literally, what is it? He'd be like, okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to take your fingers and you're going to bend them down. And I want you to hold them for a few seconds, let go, and then do that a few times. So I did, and obviously I wasn't doing my regular day job, so I was doing a little DoorDash, and while I was driving or while I was waiting on an order, I would just do those exercises. And the one thing I've learned is the only way you're gonna get better is by listening to said person and doing what you're told. So I mean the progression was great.
I'd be lying if I said straight from the very first day that I had him do active facilitation of his tendons that I was not blown away. I was like, okay, he's come to play, and we're gonna have a much better result than he definitely ever dreamt of. Hey, well, I think we're close. We're ready. Let's try to get that nail gun back in your hand. Let's try to get the saw out again. Let's feel comfortable with that part again because we can't take that out of the equation. That's a
No,
big
okay.
piece of it. The mental part is huge
Yeah.
for any serious injury. So I was slowly encouraging, get into it a little bit. Take a small job, work for a couple hours. Don't rush yourself. Go slow. Don't beat yourself up if you didn't get yourself as much done that day as you wanted to. Just be happy of, I'm back to work 3 months after I just cut my fingers off and
Yep.
I'm back flooring. That's a very good win.
Yeah, it was a good one. Well, but it's just like the fact that I have that motion, the fact that I can make a fist, the fact that I can hold my flooring gun, without any issue, it's been phenomenal. I have full use of my hand. You know, I do. Is it still a little numb in spots? Of course. I mean, it's going to be like that for a while. But like, I still have feeling in them because I've hit my fingers with a hammer. So I mean, I do feel it. The fact that I can feel things is amazing. And I'm back to work. And I'm just, I can't even explain it. How proud I am that I came here, how proud of him I am, how proud of, Dr. Kirkham, how proud I am of, Dr. Turco. Like, they're all great. They literally saved my hand.
I'm going to try to give you the best that I can, and it really does take both parties. So I'm giving you my all, but I think where Andrew, especially his outcome came through, is he gave me his all. So both of us giving it our all just is the perfect equation.
Dustin's phenomenal. He's great with his patients. He, puts his patients first. He works hard. He pushes you. Like, the kid is amazing. I'm I'm thankful that you were my OT. I really am. You know, and you know the work he did was just great. I just commend him so much. You know, and he deserves this recognition because I wouldn't be where I am without you, bro.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be. I wouldn't. You know, and it was just great. You know, and every time like we did like an exercise, like I think it was when you were having me pick up things, and like he would time me, and I'd look at him and be like, "No, that's not fast enough. I can do better." He's like, "Okay, let's see." You know, so it's just the connection that I have with him, and just everything. It was phenomenal.